Welcome to the FGTN show. We are live, the fishing gear and tech news show. It is Wednesday, October 1st. I'm your host, Alex Tim, and tonight we're breaking down huge ice fishing updates. We got Otter Outdoors, brand new lineup announced today. We're going to talk about it. A leaked Vexilar Pro Pack Elite case we're going to talk about. Another leaked product, Marcum's LX7G2. StrikeMaster is officially announced very quietly, but they have announced, which we've known about, the new Maven 40 volt tune-up customs rods. Came out with a new rod today, the latest, the GTA ice fishing rod we're going to talk about, and even big changes with Onyx Fish. Jawjackers in Minnesota. Plus, we'll cover some upcoming ice fishing shows and events that you don't want to miss. So if you're watching live, drop down in the chat. Which new product, what new brand, what new thing are you most excited about right now? And if you're catching the replay, leave a comment down below with which one you think you will buy first. So we'll say a quick hello to Neil. What's up, Neil? Nice to see you here. Blaine, always nice to see you here. Thanks for being a member of the channel. Fierce Outdoors, what's up? What's up? Charles, nice to see you. Another member of the channel. Really appreciate each and every one of you members. I've got a plan for, we'll do a members live here in the next couple of days. I got some gear we're going to unbox that I'm pretty excited about, including one of the pieces of gear that we're going to unbox in that member live that I have never even laid my eyes on. I have no clue what it looks like, but I bought it. So yeah, it's going to be a fun one. So if you want to be a member of the channel, go ahead and join. It allows me to continue doing this free content for y'all. What's up, Z-Bass R2? Nice to see you. You should be sleeping. Let's go. Okay, let's get my mug off the screen and let's talk. Big feature product announcements right now are Otter Outdoors. They have announced their official launch date is today. That's why we delayed from last night to today, because it's like let's delay it one day and let's make sure that we cover it. So here it is, Otter Outdoors. You can go to their website. I will, of course, have everything linked down below after the stream, and I always appreciate using the links that I supply down below. It allows me to see what you guys are most interested in, because I can kind of see what people are clicking on. So I appreciate that. Now, they have on their website, if you let it roll through, they've got this little thing that says now available the next generation of Otter gear. You can click shop. Otherwise, you can click new products in the top banner. I know it's small. We will zoom in. And once we get here, we're going to zoom in and we're going to talk about all of these new products. Now, here's the thing. A lot of this stuff, in fact, maybe even all of this stuff, not all of it, most all of this stuff we have talked about and shown just through leaked images, leaked details before, but now we've got the full details, and I want to talk to you about some of my thoughts on some of these things. So first up are the flip over shelters. They've got two new lines of flip over shelters from Otter this year. They've got the Pro XS series. So they've got a resort, a lodge, and a cabin. Those are the three new Pro series that they have, and it is the XS. And then they've got the XTR series, which stands for reclining. And that is the resort, which that one happens to be the sleeper X over we're going to talk about. And then they've got the lodge, the cabin, and the cottage for the XTR. The big thing here is that the XS, they've got the Pro. It's the Pro series. They've got the swivel chairs in them. And then the XTR series is a bench, but the bench reclines back into kind of a flat bench that you could like sleep on if you wanted to. And then the sleeper, of course, has where you can have, it's basically two built-in cots, if you will. So we're going to talk about that. They've got the Otter Windbreak V-Hub, which we're going to talk a little bit about. Kind of what are some of those use cases that maybe you'd use it in, maybe you wouldn't. The Otter Sonar Sled, we're going to talk a lot about this tonight. I've got some other websites we're going to pull up. There is a ton of excitement about this product here, and there are people that have it in stock, including one that has it under retail price, and it's in stock right now. The Otter Shelter floor tiles, which we knew about, these are a little bit better than most of the others on the market in one way. We're going to talk about the bump board, portable LED light kit, and some Hyfax kits. There was some leaked information that we got that is not included here on the site. So I don't know if it just got dropped. If it's not there, I don't know. We'll talk about it coming up here. So first, the Pro XS series. Let's click on one of these. They're all the same. So you've got the resort, the lodge, the cabin. So let's talk about the resort. This is the big one. We can see what it looks like on the front here. We can see what it looks like on the side. Let's pop this puppy up. So here's that front image again. You're seeing a new colorway on it, and you're seeing a new emblem here on the front. I'm just going to call out all the things that I see are new, so that way you know what's going on, because there actually are not a lot of differences between the Pro XS series this year and the previous X Over series that are the Pro X Over series. And we're going to talk about that in a second here, because I have a lot of questions. So you've got a new colorway here, new logo up there. If we flip around, of course, you've still got the same front full door and the side doors. It's your typical X Over series. You can see this here. You've got kind of this white dashing or stripe in it, which is pretty cool. And then the back has the black, the white. I think it's actually maybe like a little bit of a light gray. Maybe it's white. With the name in it, and then you've got the blue on the bottom, and you've got your back access door, and then your typical little window there. Now, this is what's really deceiving, because you look at this, and maybe the specs are wrong. Maybe I should reach out to somebody at Otter, or somebody from Otter can drop down below and tell me what's right. Is your picture right, or are your specs right? Because they show two different things. First, what are we seeing? We're seeing 3 seats, okay? We'll get to the specs, but the specs say there's only 2. So there's 3 seats here, and this is on the bar, the X Over bar, which is not the X Over bar. It is the cross-link bar, I think is what they call it, which is allowing you to have a higher height of the seat and more access to the tub and more height in the tub. So that's what we're looking at there. We've got our normal X Over frame in here. There is nothing new that I can see from this frame. They've got the built-in clips. These are your normal easy release clips that you can buy extra. If you have just a normal X Over, you can actually buy these little clips here, so you can make yours the easy release. But this frame right here is in the fully down position, so you can use the front door or the side doors. This bar that you can see right here will actually clip back in here, so that way you can flip it front and back. As of right now, this shelter will not flip back, because this bar will not collapse down. I mean, it'll go part way, but it won't fold all the way up, because this bar needs to be in this kind of full diagonal position in order for that to work. We've got another picture here, and you can see exactly what that looks like here. So this is an interesting way to do it. I've actually never seen this done before, but it's interesting. Is they've got that crossbar, instead of it clipped down here, normally you would have it clipped down here. They don't have either one, so they just got it kind of hanging there, which is an interesting concept, because then it's not, you could still flip it back, but it's also not supporting the front, but they do have their wind pull bars in there, which is kind of interesting. And then you can see here, this one, I believe it says, did it say 7? I don't remember. We'll have to go look at the specs here, but they've got the spreader bars. This is the resort. This is the big one. All the other ones will only come with 1 spreader bar per section in the top here, but the resort will have 2 for each, because it is such a wide shelter. And you'll see in all these pictures, there are 3 seats here. And you can see here, this is what it looks like next to the seat. This is what I was talking about. You've got your back bar, your top bar just for your flip over frame, and then your front bar will go here, but it blocks the door. So they have where you can pull it up and you can put it down in front. And that is what we're looking at there. You've got the same deep pockets. Nothing is new about this pocket here. It is the same old, same old. This is on the back wall. You can tell because they've got the back access door here. The zippers are a different color, and they're SBS zippers. This is the same brand zippers they have used. A lot of people are like, oh, they use YKK zippers. Maybe they have in some of their products, but from what I've seen, at least over the last 5+ years, they've been using SBS zippers, which are also incredible quality zippers. SBS and YKK zippers are right at the top of the market, so don't think that they cheaped out here, because they did not. And of course, you have your nice little ties, your pulls there, which are really great. And then you can see the series of the 3 new Pro XSs that they've got: the resort, the lodge, and the cabin, cottage. Looks pretty cool from the back. Just flipping through the images here. This is what it looks like at night. Isn't that nice of them to show us? And then a bunch more photos that we already went through. Okay, so here's what's interesting to me. This is $1649.99. Now, if we go through the specs, and we're not going to go spec by spec here, but we're going to pull up the existing XTX over to compare to, so that way we can see what's new and different in this new Pro XS versus the existing Resort X over. So what have we got here? The Pro XS X over is constructed to be the most durable, warm, and versatile shelter on the market. Pro XS shelters outclass the competition in all four S's: the sled, the seating, sorry for yawning, structure, and shell. The features: patented thermal tech. I said I wasn't going to read it all. I'm not going to read it all. They've got the thermal tech insulation, 1200 total denier thermal tech shell. This is the most heavy duty denier fabric that is out there for the most part on the market. I do believe there is one that is a 1500 or an 1800 from another brand, but I don't think it's a flip over. I actually think it's a hub house. Either way, this is the top of the line, super heavy duty. Like I think we'll go look at the XTR here in a minute, but I think those are even 900. So this is a huge step up. This is their best quality fabric. It is the same as what the old version, the old Pro X over was as well. 1200 denier. You've got a 35 square foot shelter. You've got two deluxe padded swivel seats. Are you guys reading this? Just making sure I'm not imagining what this is saying. 35 square foot shelter is equipped with 2 deluxe padded swivel seats with a optional third seat, providing enough room for 2 to 3 anglers. My understanding is that means you're only getting 2 chairs, right? You're not getting 3, you're getting 2. Right? All of the pictures show 3. Why would they do that? That is deceiving, Otter. Don't do that. Put an X over it. Put something like an asterisk, because like somebody's going to buy this and look at all the photos. They're going to be like, I didn't get an extra chair. Come on, Otter. Or let us know there's actually 3 and we just totally typed something in here that's absolutely wrong. And we made sure that we actually called out that it's optional, even though we're wrong. One of the 2 is wrong because they can't both be right. I would be highly disappointed if this one only comes with 2 because the Lodge only comes with 2. Anyways, let's keep on rolling. Crosslink seating system we already talked about, 100% roto-molded in the USA. That is one huge thing about Otter. They do all of their roto-molding here in the USA, actually here in Minnesota. So if you are looking for USA-made tubs, they got them here. They have some of the best on the market. They've got the patented quick switch frame, which allows entry for both. This is the thing that we're talking about on the size. Oversized square tube aluminum. This is the same as the old one. And then the rear zippered panel, same as the last one. Now, how much does it weigh? 145 pounds. Setup dimensions, 84, 106, 80. Collapsed, 84, 44, 22. Seat capacity each is 250 pounds. This is what we know about it. I'm going to go flip over to the existing Resort right now. So here's your dimensions in case you're thinking about it. Now, if we go back, I'm going to zoom out here. I'm going to go to ice shelters. The other thing, Otter, I just feel like I'm being negative tonight, and I don't mean to be, but Otter's website is incredibly slow. Anytime you click, you got to wait like 2 or 3 seconds for anything to happen. No other site is like that. Okay, so we're going to go to shelters and we're going to scroll down here and we've got the XT Pro X over Resort. Okay, right here. What do you see? $1499.99. Okay, you guys can see that $14.99. What was the one we just looked at? $1649.99. What is that? $150 difference. Now, here, I'm going to open this in a new tab. We're going to open this one here. And that way I can flip back and forth if you want me to. But this is what we got. This is the one that's been on the market for 4 years right now. Look at it. It's got a different outer shell, of course. But what do we got? We've got front door, side doors. We've still got our triangle there. We got that there. If we flip through, we've got our X-over doors. 3 seats are shown in the pictures. They've got it in windbreak mode. Yep. They've got the same, whatever they want to call that, the quick connect. Hey, this image actually does a better job explaining what I was trying to explain earlier in terms of the crossover. 35 square feet, full thermal, made in the USA. They don't have a back image, but they do have the one window in the back. It's the same. Okay, here we go. Oop. It just closed on me. Let's pull this back up here. You can see in this image, if I zoom in, you can see they've got the pocket. There is that long, wide window there, and you can see the rear access door. So it is the same in terms of having that back access door. Now let's look at the specs. X overside entry doors, same. Quick switch frame, same. Easy lock assembly, same. Large 35 square foot shelter, the same. The triple layer insulated shell, 1200 denier, the same. You're probably going to hate me for saying the same again. Quilted thermal inner shell locks, it's the same. Rear access door, the same. Rotomolded Pro sled with molded hitch pockets, the same. 3 deluxe cushioned bracket seats. Okay, so what is the difference? The only difference that we know, dimensions are the same. Actually, let's keep going. Let's keep rolling. What do we got down here? What do we got? 145 pounds, 84, 106, 80, 84, 44, 22. Okay, 84, 106, 80, 84, 44, 22. Let's go to the one we were just on. This is the new one. What does it say? 84, 106, 80, 84, 44, 22. The exact same shelter. The only difference is that you can now, if you would like to, instead of buying the one that looks like this, you can buy one that looks like this for $150 more, and you get one less seat, supposedly according to the specs. One less seat, but it looks like a new color. That seems like a bad deal to me. Anyways, hopefully Otter will correct me and they'll say, no, we screwed up. You actually get 3 seats in that one. So you're just paying $150 more for a new color. And that's still a bad deal. I mean, let's be honest here. I need to know. I need Otter to tell me, because I was actually in the market and planning on buying potentially one of these new resorts. But if I'm going to spend $150 more for one less seat in a new color, I will just go ahead and buy one of the old guys. So, okay. Enough draining them on that guy. Let's go back to the new products here. I will tell you about the other 2 in the XS series, and then we're going to flip over to the XTR, and we're going to just kind of keep rolling through here. Otter Pro XS Lodge and the Cabin. That was the other one, the Cabin. The Cottage, they did not continue in the Pro series. So the Lodge is the same. The big difference in the Lodge, as you will see here in this photo, is that there's 2 seats in it. This one I know for a fact comes with 2 seats, and the third one, you can fit a third one in there, but it is optional. You would have to buy it extra. It is smaller, of course, because they just go down in size. That is the big difference here. You still have the same fabric. You have 30 feet of square fishable, 30 square feet of fishable area, and everything else is the same here. And it weighs in at 124 pounds. So that's the big difference there. Now, if we go back out again, I'm not going to click on the next one, because the next one is the same. It's just a little bit smaller, and it does also come with 2 seats, and that is the Cabin. So we've got $1,649, $1,349, and $1,249. That is what we're looking at there. And as of right now, it does look like if we went back to their ice shelter page here, let me pop this puppy back up for you. Again, their site takes forever to load. Once you click a button, here we go. They do have at the bottom, They do still have their old ones available. So I'm sure if you can find a retailer that has one of the old ones, you're probably going to get a clearance deal on it because these ones are the old one. And most people, not knowing any better, are just going to buy the new one, not knowing that there is no difference in the specs on the Pro Series. So that is something good to know. Hopefully I just saved you some money and let you know kind of what's going on. And hopefully Otter comes in and says, no, we screwed up. We're getting you 3 seats in that resort. And hey, maybe they'll throw something else in. Maybe they'll throw in a lighting kit and a net and some accessories and some other really cool things. Maybe a cover, maybe a tow hitch to make it worth that extra $150. Otherwise, what it looks like to me is it looks like a price increase that is hidden by the fact that they changed the color of the shelter. Maybe that's what they did. I don't know. Okay, next up is the XTR series. So let's see what we know about this guy. We already know that the XTR Resort Sleeper, we know it has a bench and we know it has the cots that kind of come out. So outside of it looks a little bit different than the XS. This is also new on the outside. It is a darker color. They did not have this colorway before. They didn't even have an XTR series before. They just had your XT and then you had your Pro. So this is the X over. So you do have your front door, your side door, kind of the basics are pretty much the same. You've got your back window here. You do not have a back door on the XTR series. So that is good to know. And then you can see this is the XTR Resort, which does go all the way down into a full flat bench. You've got 2, I would call those 40-40-20s. Does that look right? Maybe it's 45-45-10 or something like that in terms of split bench there. And these are all independent. So you can have this one up and these 2 down, 2 up, 1 down, or all up or all down if you want to. That's what we're looking at there. This is the 2 cots that you can get for it. Now, in terms of what I know so far, we'll look at the specs to validate. But this top headpiece here and this bottom kind of cot piece down here are separate, meaning they don't just fold up, wrap around, or collapse down behind this. You have to take them off if you're not using them, put it in the tub, put it outside, put it in a crate, leave it in the back of your truck. So it's not like this rolls up and kind of tucks underneath. This folds down behind. That would be awesome because then you don't need to worry about, did I bring that accessory with? But I get it because maybe you're not planning on using that and you want to ditch the weight. I mean, if we're looking for weight savings, you're not going to be buying this one, to be honest with you. And then one thing that's kind of cool here is it looks like the middle thing flips down and then bolted on the back of it here. I'll zoom in for you. You do have a cup holder and you've got, looks like a couple little jig trays here, maybe some tool or toothpick holders there as well. So we got that puppy. Here's what it looks like in the normal bench seating position. We'll keep going here. This is what it looks like from the front. This is what it would look like in windbreak mode, evidently. They put a mock-up in here. I don't know why they didn't just put the image of it. This seems silly. Oh, they wanted to show you what it looks like with fake people laying down. I need to lay off the sarcasm tonight, I think. But yeah, so you can see a ghost laying here and a ghost laying over here. So you can see that 2 ghosts will fit inside of the shelter. That'd make fishing interesting, wouldn't it? And then what you've got here is a example hole layout showing you the dimensions. This is actually a pretty cool view, so I've got to give them props for this. So you can see 80 inches wide, 106 inches long. And you can see if you wanted 4 holes and then 2 up there, you could absolutely do it. And that's what that looks like. And you can see these ones are sitting up and this one's down. Here's another view of it. We'll see. Hopefully they've got dimensions of how tall this is. I'd imagine it's got to be at least 6 feet, if not taller. This is what it looks like with their floor down. Again, because they've got the new floor tiles that we're going to be talking about here. Those are now out. And you can see here, it's the same easy release latches that you can buy aftermarket that they've got clipped in there as well. And you can see you can even fish laying down if you'd like to. That's what a pillow looks like. And that's what a pliers looks like inside of the flip down mechanism here. All right. And then we're circling back through. So let's take a quick look here. What do we not know about here? Fold the 3-piece bench flat for a single sleeper position. So what they're saying is feel free to just lay this thing out like this and lay on it. If you just got one person, lay on it. You don't need to bring the other stuff. Smart idea. Or quickly and easily attach the headrest and cot sections to create a 2-man sleeper. So that is the selling point of this shelter, the 2-man sleeper functionality. From everything that I can tell, this is no new fabric in terms of quality of fabric or padding than from their existing benches that they have. The flipping down reclining is new. The color of these are new. The capability to put the cots into it is new, but it's not like thicker, better foam from my understanding. And so if you are looking for a comfortable seat, this is typically not the one that you would go with. All right, let's keep rolling here. Patented thermal tech fabric. As we know, thermal performance. 600 denier shell. Okay, so I was wrong. I thought it was 900. It's even less. It's 600. So this is where I get a little like interested. So one of the other differences that we didn't talk about is you'll see the tub on this is a black tub. In the Pro, it was the gray tub. The gray tub is their Pro Series tubs. It's thicker, and the light gray is really nice to have in case you put things in the tub. That Pro XS series we were talking about, a much better tub in it. Heavier, but a much better tub. This one is a shallower tub, from my recollection. It is a thinner walled tub, and it's black. So you're getting a one step down in the quality of tub. So something to know. I'm not a fan of that. I wish that they had an option for you to get this sleeper style with the better tub. And honestly, if this thing is built to be sleeping in, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this fabric. This is probably going to be more than enough for most people at 600 denier, plus the thermal tech and the insulation and everything that they've got in it. But if you are looking at this as potentially being a 1 to 2 man sleeper shack, which is why people would buy this, why wouldn't you put your heaviest duty, most insulated thermal liner on it? Or at least have the option for that. Right now, there is no way to do it. You can't buy a sleeper shack that has the top of the line tub and the top of the line shelter wrapped around it. I actually thought about doing that. And the only way to do that would be to buy essentially the Pro XS and then buy this whole seating system, rip out the chairs and the crosslink system and put this in there, or buy both and then swap the seating systems. That's the only way to do it because they're the same dimensions. So you could just flip them around. But that I thought was pretty interesting. So 600, you can see the dimensions are the same here. 35 square foot shelter. Oh, here we go. 78-inch wide 3-piece reclining split bench seat. So it's 78 inches wide. The cot, it says, in headrest extensions quickly attached for a customizable and portable sleeper shelter for up to 2 anglers. 100% rotomold in the USA. This is interesting. It says the Otter Large Pro Sled is the most durable, flexible, and impact-resistant sled available. Interesting. I wonder if they're getting maybe some of the text wrong on these pages. We're gonna flip over. We're gonna go back to the Pro XS. Does it say the exact same thing in there, even though I'll show you the tub? Okay, here's the tub. This is the Pro series. You see, it's a gray tub. One of the cool things about this, let's see if they have a good photo of it here. They don't really have a good photo of it here. This one kind of does it a little bit. But it's a light gray. So if you put something in the tub, it's way easier to find what you put in there rather than in a black tub. So that's one thing. Taller sides on it and thicker plastic as well. A better tub. They are saying that this is the Otter Large Pro Sled. That is what this is. This is the Otter Large Pro Sled. If we flip back to the sleeper, again, this is a completely different tub. This is not the Pro Sled, but they say that it is. So they just must be wrong in the descriptions they have here. Man, I get mistakes happen, but like, come on. Patented quick switch frame, that is right. The Ultra Glide system, that is right. So what are we looking at here? 252 pounds is the weight of this. This shelter weighs 252 pounds. I don't think you're going to want to be lifting this, especially if you got any gear into the back of your truck. So make sure you got a trailer, you got a machine to pull it. You're not going to want to pull it by hand. This is not intended for that. But 252 pounds. The bench weight capacity is 750 pounds. And we can see setup dimensions and collapse dimensions. 84, 106, 80. Excuse me, an 84, 44, 22. Which I will tell you is exactly the same as the other one. So no difference there. So that's what we're looking at here. That is the difference. This is the Otter XTR Resort Sleeper X-Over. But they do have a few other, I think it's 3 other XTR series that we're going to go to once the page loads. I clicked on new products. I'm waiting for it to load. There it finally goes. So they do have 3 others which are different. The lodge, the cabin, and the cottage. I'm going to click on the lodge. We're going to look at the lodge just really quickly. Most things are the same, but I'm going to call out the things that are different here. So this is the XTR lodge. What tub do they say they have? Here we go. Here we go. They put the right thing here. 100% rotomold in the USA. The Otter Magnum XT sled is a durable, flexible, and impact-resistant sled with dependable performance in harsh environments and sub-zero temperatures. So there we go. This is correctly outlining what's in it, and it's 600 denier fabric as well. 30 square foot shelter, so it's your typical lodge size. So what's different in this? Well, what's different in it is your bench is now 2 seats. So it's a 50-50 split. It can sit up, or each side can still go down independently or together, totally up to you. And they're going to showcase that here. You've got a new logo on it. And then, of course, all the way around it, it is the new colorway. Oh, here's the back view. You got the window here. No back door on this guy, and then you've got the same thing as the other ones where this pops off here. So if you want to access those side doors, you can absolutely do that. And what's great about it is you can do 1 door down and 1 door up, so you can alternate or just use one if you want to for those pole systems. And this is what it looks like. It looks pretty sleek. I'm not gonna lie, it does look pretty sleek. So the big thing here is this is not the sleeper, so it doesn't come with that headrest piece or the leg piece that's allowing you to kind of extend your legs out and sleep in it. This is not convertible into a 2-man sleeper. You could still get a 1-man in here if you laid this down and you laid on it. Definitely no problem with that. Or you could just lean back and throw your feet up on a cooler, your live bait cooler or something like that, or a tub or a bucket or something, and I'm sure you could get away with it as well, but you're not going to be putting a sleeping bag out here. So that is what we're looking at there. In terms of bench weight capacity, 550 pounds. We got our dimensions here. And this puppy weighs 125 pounds, so like half the weight, because you don't have all of that other weight in it. Now, let's go back to new products. I just clicked on it. Let's see how long it takes to load. I swear, no other website is this slow. Otter is going to hate it if they watch this video, because they're going to be like, all he does is talk crap about our website. I think you guys have great products, some of the most durable in the industry. So I appreciate it. And I'm actually planning on buying one. I just got to figure out if this resort is worth it. Otherwise, I got to go with the other resort, because I don't really want the bench, my personal opinion, especially because I give up the best tub and I give up the better fabric, because I'm going to do ice camping and I'll just bring my own cot with, is my thought. And I can save 100 pounds. Okay, Otter Windbreak V-Hub. So this is something new. We didn't have all of these photos before, but they do a really nice job showing you how this can be used. So this is the Otter Windbreak V-Hub. It's made for anglers who want to keep things light, but protect themselves from the elements. It's at a fairly reasonable price, actually, $109.99. I know that's expensive, but it's fairly reasonable for, half the price for basically a third of what a hub house is made out of. You're able to pay less than a third of the price. If you look at it, it's basically two sides of a hub house. Lightweight shelter provides anglers with a refuge from the wind without the hassle of hauling around a big house. Wind blocking hub solution for anglers. And not only to mention that, you can sometimes use, like in tournament type situations, you can use a windbreak, but you cannot be inside of a house fishing. So this could potentially solve that problem for you. Wind blocking hub solution for anglers, quick and easy to set up. 2-panel hub construction with exclusive ice lock anchoring system, 5 self-tapping ice anchors, carry bag, and removable TPU windows. Let's take a look. So it is 2 panels here, just like if you were to look at a hub house. On the inside, it is black. You do have one pocket down here. There's the pocket. And then you can see the dimensions. This is a top-down view. You got 68, 68. You could throw a couple holes in there. Use your imagination. And here's what it looks like on the ice. I'm so happy they included a picture like this because I know a lot of people are like, how the heck am I going to use this thing? Well, check it out. Use it at your back, right, to fish. And then you can fish right in front of it. If the wind's coming from your back, you now no longer have to worry about the wind. And you set it up into the wind because your ice anchors and your straps are going to pull back. So that way the wind blows into it against that, those tie down points, which is what you want to do, which you can see here as well. You've got a strap, you've got anchor, anchor, anchor. So that is the way this puppy is designed. And you can see the logo. If you were worried about what the logo looks like, now you can see it in this photo. Oh, that's kind of cool. The logo actually has like the windbreak design in it as well. Anyways, and then here's another angle of what that looks like there. And then a wide view of it as well. So this is what we're dealing with here. It weighs 9.25 pounds. Pretty awesome. This is actually a pretty cool product. Definitely niche for specific people that want it, but I think it's pretty cool. You could get 2 of these and you could put them across from each other, and then you basically have a hub house without a ceiling, right? For $220. I'm waiting for somebody to do it. I think that'd be kind of funny. The other thing that this could be interesting for is if you wanted to set it up, like if you're ice camping and you just wanted another area that can kind of protect your gear a little bit in between your hub house. Say you wanted to store some stuff right outside, you could throw this up there, have all your gear in between your hub house, and then this to kind of keep it closed off from, people kind of just wandering by. Of course, it's not enclosed or anything, but that could be another way to use it. Think about like if all your gear was in here and then you had a hub house here, another way to do it. If you wanted an area, maybe it's a really busy area and you wanted an area that, you wanted to throw a windbreak up to cook behind or something like that. I mean, there's so many things that you can do with this. I think this is really cool. Like, this is cool. Nobody else has come out with anything like that. So props to Otter for that. Okay, Otter sonar sled. So we're going to talk about this. And I'm going to flip through a couple of other screens here, and then we'll flip back to the rest of the products here. So Otter sonar sled, 200. Excuse me. Man, I've been up since 3 a.m., so I apologize. Otter sonar sled, $249.99. We all know about this. This is the most popular. This will be the most popular product that they sell this year. Hands down, no question. You heard it from me. There is zero question in my mind. They will sell more of this product if they have enough inventory than probably all of their other products combined in terms of shelters. Like, if you counted every hub house in flip over that they sell this year, they will sell more of these. And these are not cheap. $250 for a sled. but they're going to freaking fly. Almost everybody's sold out of them already. They will get more in. They will be at ice shows, so don't worry about that. But definitely buy it if you're seeing them around and you're not on top of it. I haven't bought one yet. I am waiting for an ice show to buy one because I would like to get a discount because I buy all this stuff with my own money. But the things that are interesting here is that Otter, here, hey, Otter, if you're looking for feedback, one other thing that I would love for you to put on the website around the Otter sonar sled, can you please put the dimensions and the weight of it? That would be super helpful. Thank you. So we've got the sonar sled. It tells you a little bit about what it's for. It's designed to transport larger sonar units and shuttles. It's got a designated cavity for adjustable ice pole with a mounted transducer. We're going to talk about this in a second here when I show you the photos. Front storage area with magnetic lid closure, compartments for a bucket, tackle box, rod holders. You guys can read. The weight is 28 pounds. Okay, so they do have the weight. They do not have the dimensions on here. So thank you, Otter, for putting the weight in here. The most common questions that I'm getting are, how much does it weigh? I don't know because I don't have one. 28 pounds. That's your answer. How big is it? I believe it's 2 feet wide by about 4 feet long. I believe that is the truth, but I don't know for sure. So if anybody has one of these or knows, please drop it down in the comments so that everybody knows and I can commit it to memory so I can answer that question for people as it comes up. So let's take a peek at the pictures here. You've got hitch pockets here, so that way you can put a tow bar on it. This is your magnetic lid. It does have a tape measure in it, 22 inches. So you can see you probably have a couple inches on either side. So it's probably just over 2 feet wide is what it's looking like here. You've got 2 1/4-20 screw mounts, it looks like here in the front and in the back. And what that's going to allow you to do is put any 1/4-20 mounting thing in there, but it's also going to work for their quick attach system that they have as well. We'll talk about the rest as we get through the photos here. Magnetic closing lid. Here's a top-down view. So you've got a compartment here to be able to put your fish finder in, and then you can put your live imaging transducer right here in this middle pocket here that looks kind of like a weird shape. That's because you've got your pole that goes down next to your live imaging transducer. So that's what that's for. You've got a spot for cup holder, pliers, bait puck, tackle box, 4 rod holders, a bucket in here, another tackle box, and another skinny thing. I don't know what that is, but you could come up with something. The other really cool thing about this is this is fully rotomolded. You can put whatever you want in here. There's some pictures in here just showing how other people have done it. Oh, some people put the shovel there. This is kind of what it looks like if you're out in front of it and you're fishing off of using this as it's intended to be. So here is a very descriptive photo of how it works. I'm going to take a drink of my energy drink. All right. 4 deep rod holders that work with traditional and split grip ice rods, which is nice how deep those are. Telescoping aluminum shovel holder. So that's actually what it's for, designed to fit the Otter telescoping aluminum shovel or other accessories of similar size. You've got a bucket holder right here, dedicated bucket slot for the Otter 6-gallon bucket or standard 5-gallon buckets or other 6-gallon buckets. Accessory slot, you can fit the 3600 size tackle tray or similar sized ones in here, which is great. You've got a universal sonar pole holder that we had talked about. You've got the folding ice scoop. That's what that's for, a folding ice scoop holder right here. You've got a bait cup holder right here. Then you've got another tool accessory port, convenient storage for tools like pliers and scissors. You've got a front storage compartment, magnetic closure compartment, keeps gear safe, secure, and out of the elements. You've got the universal shuttle holder. This is a 13-inch by 15-inch, 13-inch wide, 15-inch deep. 13 wide, 15 deep, not like deep as in up and down. Shuttle compartment that fits virtually any shuttle. You've got a cup holder, which securely holds mugs and bottles for convenient access. And you've got, fits a 3700 size tackle tray on this side. So that is what we've got. And I think that's all the photos. This thing looks awesome. So $249.99 is MSRP. Check this out. Okay. Scheels has it. I'll have these all linked down below. Shields has this right now. It is currently unavailable, at least at the store that I shop at, but you can check other stores and you can see if you are in Rapid City, there's some available in your store, and then you'll have to search with your zip code to find other stores. A lot of stores had this. They have now sold out. Who else? Dakota Angler. They are currently sold out at $249.99 as well. They just got these in a little while ago. I actually already have one in my cart. Interesting. Next up, L&M Fleet Supply has them as well, but oops, they are also sold out at $249.99. But guess what? Look at this. Frank's Great Outdoors has the Otter sonar sled. $199.99. They've got this puppy for $50 off, and it's available right now. You cannot get it shipped, though. This is store pickup only, meaning you got to go to the store to get it. It actually says in-store exclusive right here on the screen. The others, you can buy this for $250 right now from Otter's website, and it's $50 to have it shipped to you. So you can go ahead. There are 9 available as of when I started this stream. Let's see how many are left. I'm sorry. There were 8 available. There was not 9 available. Let's see if it lets me still add 8. I sure can. So there's 8 available. There's not 9 available. If I try to add one more, it's going to say not available. So they have 8 available on their website right now. You could buy it and then do store pickup or go into their store and get it. It's probably not going to sell out super fast because you have to be by Frank's in Linwood, Michigan in order to go pick this puppy up. So if you're stopping on by or you live out in that area, you get the best deal on the Otter sonar sled that's out there right now. I would anticipate if you go to ice shows and they have these, the first place I'm going is the wherever they're selling Otter, and I'm going to see if they got one of these, and I'm going to pick one up because hopefully I get it for 20% off, which would bring it down to $199.99. I will let you know if I score a good deal on it. All right, going back really fast. Let's wrap up on Otter super fast, and then we've got other new gear that's been announced and leaked that we still have to talk about from some of the other brands here. So we are back on over here. We talked about actually quite a few products already. We talked about all the Pro XS, all 4 of the XTRs, including the sleeper. We talked about the windbreak, the Otter sonar sled. So what's next? Otter Shelter floor tile, 3/4 inch 6-pack. So what's interesting about these? One, they're just regular squares. There's nothing really unique about these other than they have the Otter logo. What is really cool about them is they are 3/4 of an inch thick. Most of the other ones that are out there that the other brands are announcing are 1/2 an inch thick. So if you are looking to get a thicker, more padded, more insulated one, the Otter ones out of the ice fishing brands are the thickest. So that is something to know and be aware of. You get 6 per pack at $54.99. Each tile comes with 2 removable edge pieces, which are just thin pieces that go along the edge that allow you to have a straight line. And each pack covers 24 square feet, weight of 6.5 pounds. So that's these. We don't need to beat that one up. That is what that one is. They've got a 32-inch bump board. This looks like it's aluminum. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Yep, Otter's new aluminum laser engraved bump board, 32 inches. That is what this guy is. And we can see it looks like a pretty nice bump board. 1.5 pounds, $45. Then they've got the Otter portable LED light kit. I believe there are 2 of these. I haven't actually clicked on this link before, but let's see what it shows. The $64.99 to $109.99. They do have a 2-pack and a 4-pack. So the 2-pack, you get 2 of the lights. The 4-pack, you get 4 of the lights. This is also a little bit more expensive than I anticipated it would be. I thought this was going to be $59.99. But what is good to know is that it is 1,000 lumens. So if you compare it to the old Pro ones that they had, this actually is brighter. It has more of the LED lights in it. It is brighter. They are a little bit longer, but you have all of the same attachment mechanisms. So you can still strap it around a pole if you want. You've got all your different connectors. You could clip it on into clipping places. You've got a dimmer switch and an on-off switch, and then you've got your red and black wires there to be able to hook up to your battery as well. One call out on this, I don't think they call it out here, but something you do need to know. Oh, interesting. It says compatible with 12 volt and 14 volt lithium and lead acid batteries. That's good to know. So they must have made a change. Oh, probably by adding more of the LEDs, it can actually handle more of that voltage draw. So the previous ones that they had, you did not want to hook it up to a 14 volt lithium or even a like a Life PO4 battery on full go, because it would burn the lights out because it was pulling too many volts. So now it's nice to see. Maybe that's one of the reasons why they came out with this new pack, is that it does allow you to use those bigger batteries, which is great. So if you're getting like a Life PO4 battery, those can get up to, what is it, 13.2, 13.4 volts, kind of at peak. I think they settle down right around that 13.2-ish, and then you're going to stay basically above 12 the whole time. But you can also get the 14.8, 14.6 volt NMC batteries that will actually go to 16.2, I think, at peak. It looks like you can use those as well for this and not ruin the lights, which is great. They probably were getting a ton of warranty claims, and we're like, we need to come out with something new. So this is one of the new products there, a 2-pack or a 4-pack. You can see the prices. And then they've got the Otter Pro Sled and the small ultra wide sled HDX Hyfax kits, which is going to allow you to put Hyfax on these new sleds that you've got. HDX Hyfax is an extremely tough and wear-resistant UHMW plastic designed to extend sled life and make towing and pulling much easier. So this is the Pro Sled. So you can choose which sled you have. I know you can't see it here in the drop down. They've got all the different sleds that you can choose from. And that is what is new from Otter. Now let's keep going here. What do we got next? It is another new product. This is not officially announced from Vexilar, but it is leaked on a few different sites. I'm going to show you the one that has the most information on it. And that is right. It just happens to be Cabela's, this time in the US. This is not the Canadian website. It's in US. So I will go ahead and drop the link down below so everybody has it as soon as the stream is over. But this is the Vexilar Pro Pack Elite Carrying Case. Let me take a swig here. And tell me, what are your thoughts on Otter's new announcements? What do you think? Otter was supposed to have, because I saw some listings for it, I don't know what happened, but they were supposed to have some ice bundles where you were going to get a shelter with an ice bundle. I was assuming that meant like an accessory pack with it. Maybe they're waiting for the holidays to announce it. I don't know. Or maybe they just decided not to do it. I don't know. But I didn't see those in there. But everything else I did see there, which was great. All right. Vexilar Pro Pack Elite Carrying Case. This is a new item in terms of being able to be purchased separately. It is $79.99, which is great. Now, I got really excited about this because of the capability of this. It's super lightweight. We'll talk about specs here in a second. You've got 2 USB-A ports down here. You've got a power button. You've got the ability to put a transducer here. You've got what looks like maybe a little cup holder thing here. You've got tool holders. You've got a place to wrap your wire around. You could put a DD100 in here, it looks like. I mean, there's just so many mounting points and things that you can do here. You can see it from this side. You can see it from the front. So this is the Vexilar Pro Pack Elite adjustable rod holder and transducer support arm, which is in the front here. So that is a rod holder and transducer support arm. But there are 2 rod holders in the back as well, which I'll try to show you in a different photo here. You've got a slot for fishing tools and pliers on it. You've got the 2 fixed rod holders in the back. What's really cool about this is it fits inside of a 5-gallon bucket. So you can take this whole thing, pop it right down in a bucket, throw a lid on it, and it's not, you're good. You're safe. Built-in gimbal bracket. This is the thing that I wanted to call out. Let's go back to one of the other photos. This has a built-in gimbal bracket. Let's get a little angle here. This gimbal bracket right here is intended for Vexilar screens. Now, granted, you could probably put like a Marcum in there or something like that, but these are fixed mounts. You can see they're molded. It's one piece of plastic here. So you're not going to be able to move the gimbal bracket out or in. Maybe you can get creative. Maybe you saw these off and you can just screw another gimbal bracket onto it. I probably wouldn't do that. Somebody's going to figure out a way to mod this thing, but you can't hook up your live imaging system to this right now. The screen won't fit on it. Maybe there's a way to do it. Maybe somebody will come up with a way to mod it. Maybe it's cutting these off, putting through bolts through, and just mounting it kind of at an angle there, and your screen can go there. That probably could work, but this is not intended for live imaging. That's not what this is for. This is intended for your Vexilar unit if you want to, and if you wanted to get into that Pro Pack Elite carrying case. So this is what it is. It's $79.99. I will show you. I've got another website here. This is actually Vexilar's website. This is new. This is the Pro Pack Elite FLX 38. There's nothing new here. The only thing new is the combination that you get the FLX 38. You get a 12 volt, 12 amp hour Vexilar battery with it, 2.5 amp hour rapid charger, and it's on the Pro Pack Elite. The reason why I'm pulling this up, this is their top of the line unit right now, for sure. It looks sick, right? Pretty awesome. But I wanted to show you the back of it because this is the same shuttle. Because the other listings don't have the back of it, but this is the back of it. So you have a spot to put a transducer in right here, a transducer cup. And then these on the sides here, rod holder. Throw 2 rods in there, grab the handle, walk around, you're set. You've got your whole hopping unit ready to go. This thing is actually incredibly great for that. That's why I wanted something like this where you had that ability with live imaging. So maybe I'll buy one of these, mod it up, and see if I can get it to work with as a whole hop setup as well. So that is what we got cooking here. Let's go back and see, did they have a weight on it? They also have 1/4 inch 20 brass inserts on it. Yeah, I don't have any other details on it here. They don't have any other specs on it. But they do have the Vexilar FLX 18 Pro Pack too. So this is one of the new ones. So they have the Pro Pack and the Gens Pack for $59.95. This is the new one this year, the 18. That is new. It's coming out. It's technically already out, I guess you could say. Order by 4 p.m. for October 6th delivery. So I guess this one's already out and available. Some of the retails have it. I already have this linked in a few different videos. But I believe this is going to replace the existing FL18 as well as the FLX20, I think is going to go away this year. But if we just flip back to Vexilar's existing site, if we look at new products, they still have the FLX38 in here from last year. And then if we look at new products here, if we look at the ice fishing sonar, the only ones in here are the 8, the 12, the 28, and the 38. So they've already removed the FLX20 and the FL12. I'm sorry, the FL18 is gone and the FLX20 is gone. So now we're going to have what it appears to be the FLX38, the FLX28, the FLX18, the FLX12, and the FL8SE. So there you go. Who wants to know about another new product? Anybody? And we'll get to, drop your questions in the comments as well. And we will sneak through a bunch of them if we can here at the end of the show. We're getting close, ladies and gentlemen. New product. Mr. Heater announced a new product. Mr. Heater has announced the Mr. Heater Portable Buddy Power Fan. That is right. Let's look at the price real quick. $39.99. It's available at a few different retailers. I will have it linked down below. Please use the links. It really helps the channel out. But this is what it looks like. And it supposedly works on any of their portable heaters. So big buddy, portable buddy, hunting buddy. It'll work on them. Of course, it's not going to work on their, what do they call it? Is it called a little buddy? No. Maybe it is the one that sits on top of the, yeah, anyways, it won't work with that. So what's really cool about this is you've seen probably, like if you're into ice camping, if you're into using buddy heaters and things like that a lot, you've seen people with those big like stove fans that they put on top of it, and it's heat reactive, and then the heat activates it to blow. That's what this is, except it's made for Mr. Heater's heaters by Mr. Heater. I mean, I don't think they made it, but they're selling it. It's their product. And so you can see it's picking up the heat directly off of it. It's sitting up here. You've got a handle to hold on to it. And then there's a fan in here that's going to blow it through. So what is great about this? One, it's not super expensive. Two, this actually fits this way better than those heavy fans that you set on top of it. And three, this requires 0 batteries. There is no batteries required to make this thing work. You can see how it kind of clips on there, and then the fan's probably down here, and it's able to blow straight through. That's how this thing works. Let's talk about it. So Mr. Heater proudly introduces the Power Fan, an innovative accessory specially designed for all Mr. Heater portable buddy heaters. The Power Fan utilizes state-of-the-art thermoelectric generation technology, capturing heat naturally produced by the heater and efficiently converting it into electricity to power a built-in air circulation fan. With no need for batteries or an external power source, the Power Fan operates solely from the heat generated by your portable buddy heater, making it both convenient and environmentally friendly. Once effortlessly attached to the heater, the Power Fan quietly begins circulating warm air, significantly enhancing heat distribution and overall warmth throughout your space. Whether you're camping, working in your garage, or experiencing a blah, 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 you're good to go. You have a heater with fan. That is the new product. I will have it linked down below. I for sure will be picking at least one of these up, maybe more, maybe 2, in case I run 2 heaters. But obviously, you could just take it off and throw it on a different heater. But $39.99, heck of a deal, if you ask me. We've also got Home Depot that has them in stock right now. Now, here's what I thought was interesting about the Home Depot website. Same price, actually 2 cents cheaper. So, I mean, go save yourself 2 cents and go buy it at Home Depot. I'll have a link to it down below. But there's already 2 reviews. And those 2 reviews say, somebody purchased it September 14th, and they said, I'll zoom in. My old heater works better with this fan. Works great. More clean heat, no fumes. Thanks, John D. And then we've got another one that was on October 1st here, today. Followed the manufacturer's instructions. However, the product failed on the lowest heat setting. Must not have been generating enough heat to activate. The fan stopped operating and plastic trim started to melt. I would not recommend. That is interesting that that happened. We'll see what the reviews say. I'll probably be picking one up, like I had said. So I'll be able to give you my review on it as well. But yeah, Home Depot also has it as well. Okay, you ready for another leaked product that I don't know much about? We're going to talk about it. Marcum has, we've seen leaked from a few different websites now. The Marcum LX7 G2 digital sonar, 8-inch LCD dual beam with Brute Life PO4 battery. This is what she looks like. 8-inch screen. This is the LX7 G2. However, the image on the screen, the little sticker says LX7, and I think that's an M, LX7M. So I don't know if they're just recycling this image from something else. One thing that looks a little different to me, and I'm not like familiar, I haven't used a Marcum in like 3 years. So I don't know what their user interface looks like anymore. Maybe this is what it looks like, but this looks different to me. The whole rest of the photo looks exactly the same as the old LX7. You've got the same buttons, the same everything. You've got your deucer. So this is $649.99, obviously sold out here. But here If we scrolling down, look at this. The LX7 Life P04 digital sonar 8-inch with lithium battery, $449. So if we click on this, here we go, $449. What do you see on this image? It looks the same. Screen, same buttons. Everything else looks the same. I mean, the interface looks different, so maybe this one doesn't have the latest software update on it. But what are we talking about here? The 8-inch LCD. It's the same transducer, it looks like. And we've got a lithium Life P04. Doesn't say which battery. 800 by 600 pixels. Oh, here we go. Battery, Life P04, 12 volt, 10 amp hour, 128 watt hours. That's what we're looking at. So now, like, let's flip back. Here we go. Battery is the Brute, the Life P04. I'll just tell you, it is the same battery. So it is the Brute battery, which is the same, the 12 volt, 10 amp hour. So I honestly couldn't tell you the difference. I honestly do not know. It looks the same. Designed with easy to use controls. Let me know if you found a difference. I've compared these exhaustively side by side. And the only thing that's different is the screen inset on here. Because like even this logo is wrong. So maybe this whole photo is wrong, but I don't see anything different other than like the background of this image. But let me know. It is more expensive, fairly significantly. $649 from $449. That's $200 more. Is this the new Strat? Like, are we seeing the new Strat here from some of these companies? Give it a new product name, raise the price, maybe change or tweak one visual thing, call it a new product, and people won't harass you for the price going up. Is that what we're seeing? I don't know. But Marcum hasn't announced it. So we can flip over to Marcum's website here. Here's that same one. We can see a little bit of a different image here on the screen. This is the old one. We can see that it's the Brute battery. It literally says it right here on the screen. This is the one that's available right now. And they've actually got it listed for $699.99 for the old one. So maybe L&M just has the old one on sale to bring it down to $449. Potentially that's it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. This is where I saw it to start with, the Marcum LX7 G2 sonar. There was like no detail here, but Cannon Tackle Supply is always a good place to go and look for things getting pre-released. This is another one, Big Country Sporting Goods. They usually do a pretty good job leaking stuff, not with much detail. As you can see here, this is always the same picture that they use for everything in the world. But yeah, $699 you can see as well here. All right, new product that we do know about already. I've talked about it a couple of different times, but it is now officially announced by the manufacturer and released. This is the StrikeMaster Maven 40-volt auger. Did I talk about this last week? I think I did, so I'm not going to drill it here. I think we did talk about this last week. Somebody can tell me, but they've got the 8-inch, the 10-inch. I feel like we've talked about this. The 8-inch and the 10-inch. Because if you look at the rest of their ice augers here, you're seeing the 40 volt, the 24 volt as out of stock. It does appear. Oh, no, we did not. We went through their catalog and they didn't have the 24 volt or the 40 volt in their catalog. So this is new. This is new. They did not have it on their website yet, but that is what we can see here is they have the 24 volt and the 40 volt listed, but they are sold out. Price point here is $579.99. This is the one thing I wanted to call out here is nowhere on the listing. So you can get an 8-inch or a 10-inch. 10-inch is $20 more, 15.5 pounds or 14.5 pounds for the 8-inch, which is great. It works really well. This is going to be a competitive product. It's got the bubble level in it. If you want to see more, just search up Maven 40 volt auger. In my video will pop up. You can go anywhere on any search engine or on YouTube. It'll pop up and you can see more about it. Rapala has also put out a video on it, and it's a pretty decent video. Not as good as mine, of course, but that is out there. Of course, I'm biased, but no, they did a really nice job with their video that they put out on it. So a super bright LED light, forward and reverse, all of the good fun stuff here. This is what I thought was interesting. So they talk about it comes with a 40 volt, 5 amp hour lithium ion battery. And they talk about the 2 amp rapid charging and the 40 volt charging base. That's what they talk about. Here is where it gets interesting, because this is what I heard from somebody at the company, is they said every one of these, Shields has it as well. They've got a deal going right now where you can get a free 13 Fishing limited edition inline reel with the Maven auger purchase. My recommendation is don't get it yet. Wait for an ice show. But if you want to get it, buy it at Shields because you get a free $50 inline reel with it. I mean, why would you not do that? But this puppy right here includes one additional lithium 40 volt, 4 amp hour battery in the box. So it's advertised on the manufacturer's website as having the 5 amp hour battery, but it does come with a second battery. This is what I heard. I was told when you buy it, you will get 2 batteries. But then when I first looked at their site and it said 1, I was like, oh, what? But then I went over to here to Shields. This is not part of a promo. This is just in the box. You also get a 4 amp hour battery. So you get 2 batteries at this price, a 5 amp and a 4 amp. Now, the 5 amp hour battery is what they used to rate the performance of the unit. So what does that mean? If you see things like how many inches or how many holes and those types of things, that is based off of the 5 amp hour battery, and they threw a 4 amp hour in with it. So in case you're wondering, that is that. Not going to drain it here because we have seen all of this before. We've talked about it several different times. We can see even Fish USA has these available as well. All right, another new product that got announced today, Tune Up Custom Rods. One of my favorite rod manufacturers. They're right here in Minnesota as well. They announced today the custom, the custom GTA. It's $159.99 for a straight cork 32, 34, or 36-inch rod. You can do split grip cork for an extra $10. You can choose your wrap colors. They're a custom rod company, in stock, ready to ship. You can have that custom made. Pretty awesome deal. It says the all new GTA. Let's show you. Here's a picture. Look at that picture. Yay. Look at that. That's what the cork looks like. Yeah. All right. Here's a video kind of going through it here as I talk. The all-new GTA redefines walleye ice rod design, crafted on a sleek, glossy, root beer-colored carbon fiber blank with gold REC recoil ice guides. My favorite guides on an ice rod on the market. The GTA combines stunning looks with top-tier performance designed for spoon anglers. The GTA excels with an 1/8 to 3/8 ounce spoons, featuring a medium light, fast action tip that seamlessly transitions into a powerful backbone. This could be my favorite walleye rod. Right now, my favorite walleye rod, honestly, is the Power Precision from Tune Up Custom Rod. I absolutely love it. There's a lot of really good ones out on the market, but that's my favorite. It's what I caught my PB on. But I'm going to definitely try the GTA. And I am probably going with either the 32 or the 34 inch. Maybe we'll pick up a 32 and a 36. Ooh, that'd be kind of fun. We'll see if we can find them at a show. But that is the new rod from them. What else do we have to talk about? That's right. OnX Fishing Midwest has introduced another state. So OnX Fishing Midwest now has Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, I'll zoom in, North Dakota, Indiana, Ohio, and Illinois, all included. Indiana is the new one. So that is incredibly exciting. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Is Indiana the new one or Illinois the new one? One of these two is the new one. We knew about Ohio already. We knew about North Dakota, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. But These are all the states that are now included. Go ahead and sign up. You have a 7-day free trial. Sign up before you go somewhere. Try it out. If you like it, great. You can then buy it. I think it's like $35 a year. All right. Next up, there is a website that does a pretty good job with some of this fishing content, ice fishing content. It's called iceshanty.com. This is a post. If you're from Minnesota, you'll care about this. If not, go ahead and get a drink. And by the time you come back, we'll be done talking about this and on to some other topics here. But if you did not know, Minnesota DNR did change. It was about a week or 2 weeks ago. It actually went into writing that you can now use jaw jackers, auto hook setters for ice fishing, which is absolutely exciting. Somebody asked a question here. I'll link this down below so you can go and light up their forum if you want. The question was around a jigging jaw jacker. Is it legal in Minnesota? Because the article that's now written in there is around hook setting devices. It says an angler fishing through the ice may take fish with a non-motorized device that sets the hook using the force of a spring device or the force of a fishing pole that is released from a bent position when a fish takes the hook. An angler fishing through the ice may not use a device capable of automatically reeling in or spooling the fishing line or otherwise capable of automatically retrieving a hooked fish. So this person is asking, they are asking, would the jigging jaw jacker be legal since it does use a motor? The jigging jaw jacker basically jigs the line. It's got a motor on it. And it specifically says here, an angler fishing through the ice may take fish with a non-motorized device. Okay. This is the email he got back from the Minnesota DNR. It says it uses a motor. It says, thank you for contacting us. It would be legal to have that motor that just does the jigging motion. That motor just can't assist with what is worded in the last sentences of SUBP sub paragraph 8 in the rule. I made up. I don't know what that actually stands for. Which is an angler fishing through the ice may not use a device capable of automatically reeling in or spooling the fishing line or otherwise capable of automatically retrieving the hooked fish. So the motor is okay. You can use a jigging thing, but it can't reel the fish in for you, which I don't know many that do that for ice fishing. So there you go. There's your answer. You can use the jigging jaw jacker if you want to. Okay, let's keep on moving. What else do we have to talk about here? We'll get to Q&A in the chat here in just a second. We'll hit a few of those. I know this is a long show tonight. Hopefully you guys are all loving it. I'll have this link down below as well. This is the ice fishing events calendar. We are in October, so let's zip on over to October. What do we got? Next ice show that is coming up here in October is the North Metro Ice Show. That's October 25th to 26th. I did add, I think, 4 new shows to this list, so you can go and check them out. I'm excited about this upcoming show because it's also the portable, the modified portable ice show is on that Saturday as well. So I will be there Saturday if you are interested in checking it out. It's the earliest show where you can actually buy some gear and get some decent deals. Then we've got some of the Shields ones happening also in October. Let me zoom in here. St. Cloud Shields is October 31st. Rochester, October 31st. And then as you can see here, let me zoom back out. We've got November, December, January, February, a bunch of shows in here too. So if you want to go check it out, I will have this link down below. Otherwise, if you just go to alextim.com, once you get there, you can click on the sidebar that says Ice Fishing Shows 2025, 2026, and it will take you there. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we have for the show. Let's go ahead and see if we got some questions here in the chat. Billy's saying he's had enough of the warm weather. Me as well. What's up, Sean? Nice to see you here. Just saw the sonar sled. Switched over my open water gear in my garage, ready for ice. Let's go. I know, but like it's like what is it? What day is it? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday here? It's going to be like 89 degrees or something like that. What the heck? I'm in Minnesota. Clam X200 and X300 flip over is 1,200 denier, and the pro version is 1,800. Thank you, John. That is exactly the reference I was looking for there. So Otter is 1,200 denier for their Pro Series. Clam for the X200 and X300 flip over. Their base model is 1,200. Their Pro version is 1,800 denier. So there you go. That is the highest denier one that I know of on the market is 1,800 denier. What up, Wayne? Good evening. Good evening. All right, new color, 150 bucks. Yikes, come on, Otter. Yep, that's exactly right. Any news on the new Jet Sled cargo rack? Nothing yet, man. But if I hear anything, I'll let you know, Beefy. It's considered 900, adding the inside 300 and outside 600. Hey, Jim, how's it going, man? I wish they would update that on the website then and take write it up as 900. Also the same Pro Sled, just a different color. Really though? I mean, I trust you. Jim works at Otter, so I trust him. But why does the lodge say that it's not? And why does the logo on it not say that it's a Pro Sled? I guess that's the question that I have. Let me know. Both Pro and XTR resorts. Maybe it's just the resorts that come with the Pro Sled. Could be. Well, thanks. Sucker's heavy, 250 pounds. Yes, 250 pounds. Windbreak for early ice would be nice. Talking about that windbreak. That'd be nice for late season when it's a bit warmer and the wind has some bite still. Absolutely. Bathroom add-on. Daddy long stroke. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Like if you wanted a spot to use the bathroom, you could definitely do that or add on 100%. Will a 5-year-old be secure? Now the real question, will a 5-year-old be secured on it? I'm not sure what we're talking about. A 5-year-old on the windbreak from like blowing away? Or are you thinking like a kite? Use it as a kite? I don't recommend. You all think like a Summit fishing shuttle will fit right into that slot? 100%. Summit fishing sluttle. The Summit fishing shuttle, HD Innovation shuttle, any of those shuttles will definitely fit right into that slot. Got your answer. Yeah. The more I think about the solar sled, the more I like it. That's right. It's honestly probably going to be one of the hottest products of the season from any of the brands. For sure, hands down, Otters. Like they hit a home run on that thing. Clearly, I was messaging somebody earlier today, and it's like clearly there was a gap in the market. I think people have been saying it for years now. When the old sled thing went out and you couldn't buy those anymore, there was a gap in the market for a product like this. And even the old version of this from that other brand didn't have a slot for your sonar built into it like this one does. So it's great. Crazy. We're only 2 months away from the ice fishing season. I know. I can't wait. I like the new Otter products. Me too. They did a good job this year. A couple of things that maybe they can fix on their website, but other than that, I'm saving my money for minnows. They were $8 a dozen last winter. I know minnows are getting expensive. Now, if you, depending on where you're at, maybe you can find somebody that traps them and see if you can get the hookup. Because there's a lot of people that do that, I've found. Vexilar live imaging any day now. I'm waiting for it. I heard they might have something coming, but I haven't seen it yet. Yep. Stove fans never work for me. Yep. Been waiting for this. Going to grab this fan for sure. Totally. I know. I'm really excited about the Mr. Heater fan. Sometimes it's these small little things, right? That are just like, dang, this actually makes sense. This is genius. And the fact that it doesn't use batteries solves everybody's problem. And all the people that have the big buddy heater that doesn't have the fan in it, well, guess what? No need to upgrade. Just go ahead and get this and you're set. Yeah, I think it might be a game changer. No pun on the drilling. Now, if they could come with an additional battery like the E40 did, look at that. 2 batteries. Boom. We got Nightcrawler saying the DeWalt heater fan in light. Love the DeWalt heater fan in light and run all power in portable. Yeah. That DeWalt heater, honestly, dude, is like one of the best things that they came out with. Honestly, I just wish I'm a Milwaukee guy. No hate on DeWalt, but I just have Milwaukee tools, so I wish they came out with a red version of it. You'd think they would. I mean, their color is red. Why wouldn't they come out with one? Who knows? What do you know about the StrikeMaster laser light auger? A lot. What do you want to know about it? Let me pull it up here. I'm assuming because you saw it said new on it. I'm assuming this guy right here. This is new as of last year. So this is the USA Light Flight Laser. Is that what you asked? About the laser light. I think this is the one that you're talking about. Or the laser light drill. Are you talking about this one? Well, here, let me give you the rundown. Here's their website. Let me get your comment off here so we can talk about it. Here's their website. They've got a few different products, 6 different products. The Light Flight Laser Drill. This is an 8-inch, a 6-inch and an 8-inch that they've got here. This guy, and let's click on it just to make sure. See how fast that page loaded? Yep, 6 and 8-inch is what they've got here. Don't worry about the pricing. The pricing here is goofy. I don't know why they have the pricing this way. It's really goofy on their website. But this is the 6 and the 8-inch. This is the original like light flight version that came out, and it's intended to be hooked up to a drill. So if you've got a drill that does, I think it's over 725 inch-pounds of torque on the low speed, that's what this one's for. 6 and 8-inch. They came out with this one, was it last year? I think it was last year. Maybe it was the year before. This is the laser light drill. This is the 10-inch version. It is still composite, but it's only the 10-inch. Yep, 10-inch. See? I know my stuff. It appears. Then the USA Light Flight Laser 8-inch drill. This came out as well like a year or two ago. And this is the same as the first one. The only difference is it only comes in an 8-inch and it's the USA colors. Now, I made a joke a few years ago. I haven't seen anybody do it, but if you wanted to do it, let me know, and I'd love to see how much you can make off of it. But I thought about buying, what if somebody bought 3 of these and they swapped out the flighting on here? So they took all of them off because they buy 3 of them. They have a red one, a white one, and a blue one. And then you have limited edition blue, white. The white would sell like super fast. And then red. Could be interesting. Maybe you'll just get your money back. But that's what this is. It's just 8 inches and it's a cool color pattern. That's all that it is. And then you've got the 24-volt auger, which we all know about, the 40-volt auger that we all know about. Both of these will be discontinued, is my understanding, once they kind of sell out of everywhere that they're sitting right now. I don't know why they still have them on the website because they're not in their catalog for this ice season. But I mean, you can't even buy them right now. And then the Maven 40-volt auger. This is the new one that they've got, and this is available, as we know, in 8-inch and 10-inch as well. So that's what we got. Hopefully that answers your question. Put a classified section on that site. I know I need to. A bunch of people are asking me to do that. I need to do that. What should go for a tracker or a brute? What should you go for? A tracker or a brute force ATV? Dude, they're both good. Get whichever one fits in your budget. And if they both fit in your budget, go bang for buck. They're both great. Honestly. They're both great. So you can't really go wrong with either. If it were me, I'd probably go with the brute force. I see you can only buy the auger without the head. Yes. Yes, you can only buy the auger without the head. So These three are intended to be purchased and used with a drill, but you can use them with the auger head if you already have one. So say you purchase, because they actually at one point in time sold these other augers with a metal bit on them. I don't think they sold the 24 volt with the steel bit on it, but the 40 volt they did for sure. So it was the 40 volt with the steel bit. And if you wanted to get a composite flight, which is the light flight, you could go ahead and purchase one of these and put it on your auger head. Otherwise, you could hook it up to your drill if you wanted to as well. So that is the way that that works. All right. I think we've made it to the end of the show. Thank you to each and every one of you. Again, feel free to swing on over if you want to check out some of the upcoming ICE events. I continue every week. I update this list. If you know of any shows that aren't on here or events that are happening, let me know in the comments. I also have limited time. I don't know how long I'll do it. It's actually been working out pretty well so far, because there's always like, I get emails and DMs and IMs and posts and comments and tweets and Twitters and all those fun things. I'm trying something new. I have a business text line set up. So down in the comments, I'll have as a pinned comment, but right now it's down in the description on all my videos, my cell phone number for texting. If you want to text me questions, you find good deals, you need an update on something, go ahead and shoot a text. If I start getting overwhelmed, maybe we'll do something a little bit different. But right now, it's actually worked out pretty dang good. But yeah, go ahead and use it. That is down below for a limited time. I would expect at some point here, we're going to take it off of there, but that is a direct line to me. It only goes to me, and I will answer your texts. If you need help picking out new gear, let me know. If you find a deal somewhere that we can share, let me know. But thank you to each and every one of you for watching the show. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you pick up some new ice gear this season, or at least you're figuring out what you want, or you're figuring out you don't need anything because you already got the latest and greatest. That is wonderful. Anyways, tight lines. Have a good one. Take it easy.